Alright, let's start from scratch. I have created a new folder called code in videos. Inside this folder, what I'm gonna do is start a new terminal, and now we're gonna initialize a node project. For that, I'll do npm. What this does is create a package.json file. This file keeps track of our project and its dependencies. Think of it as the configuration file for our entire project. Now we are ready to install TypeScript. We are going to install TypeScript as development dependency. Notice this flag. TypeScript is only needed during development. It does not run in production. It simply compiles our code into JavaScript. Now let's verify if it's installed. For that, I'll do. If you see a version number over here, that means TypeScript is successfully installed and ready to use. Now we need to generate a TypeScript configuration file. For that, I'll do. This creates a file called tsconfig.json. This file controls how TypeScript behaves in our project. When you open it, you'll see something like this. You'll see many options over here. Don't worry about all of them right now. We only care about a few important ones. First of all, let me simplify this file. I can replace all of that with this. Now let's talk about what these things are. Target compiles TypeScript down to ES2016 JavaScript. This tells TypeScript your source files are inside the src folder, and this tells compile JavaScript will be inside this folder, and this enables all strict type checking options, which is highly recommended. Currently it is showing an error over here because I don't have src folder over here, so let's fix that. For that, I'll go over here, make a new folder called src, and inside of that folder I'm going to create our first TypeScript file, index.ts. Inside this file, let's write a simple function to add two numbers. Did you notice something important over here? We are explicitly defining the type of A and B and the return value as well. This is what makes TypeScript powerful, the type safety. Now let's compile our TypeScript code into JavaScript. For that, I'll need to open my terminal again. And over here, I'll need to write npx tsc. If you're wondering what just happened, TypeScript looked inside the src folder, compiled all .ts files, and output the JavaScript inside test folder. So you can see over here. Did you notice something interesting? The types are completely removed over here. TypeScript only exists during development. What runs in Node or the browser is pure JavaScript. Now let's run node index.js. As you can see, it returned the output. When you add 5 and 3, you get 8. Perfect, it works. Now let's talk about another important thing, which is watch mode. Instead of compiling manually every time, we can use watch mode. For that, I need to write. Now whenever I save a file, TypeScript will automatically recompile it. This is how real world projects work. For example, if I go over here and change this into 6, now it's updated over here. Let's quickly recap what we did in this video. We installed TypeScript, initialized the project, created a tsconfig.json file, and understood how TypeScript compiles into JavaScript. We also learned how watch mode makes development smoother. In the next video, we'll divide TypeScript into basic types, including string, number, boolean, any, and unknown. That's where TypeScript really starts to shine. I'll see you guys in the next video.